Hi guys, so I'm going to do a quick little video here for you today to show you what I'm doing with my dogs, just as a quick little exercise to get them satisfied, mentally tired out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use Kong, so bigger pieces of Kong cut up in here, little pieces of Kong in here. You might be wondering why I'm going to use Kong instead of birch. I just don't want to mess with the birch. Essential oils require a lot more hygiene and being careful with the odor. If I were to screw up and dump birch someplace, I would be in trouble. I'd have to burn my whole house down to get rid of the odor. So using Kong means that I can work on Doc's technique and my technique without having to worry about a lot of contamination, without having to worry about doing too much prep. It's truly just, I've got my pieces of Kong. I have some benches set up. These are just benches I have in my backyard. The slats that go left to right are going to be a good spot, I think, to hide little pieces of Kong. This is a brand new exercise for Doc. So I'm going to start by conditioning him to pieces of Kong on the ground, and then I will migrate to having the Kong in the slats. I've got some hemostats here. I'm gonna find myself a nice big piece of Kong. So this is a big piece. It's gonna have a big scent picture. Got my treats in my pouch. I'm using hot dog today, which is a little unusual for these guys. So hopefully that will be very exciting. So I'm gonna put this on the ground, and then I'm gonna do the same thing I've done in the previous videos that you saw me do, where I'm just gonna drop food when I'm seeing the indication from them. Yes, don't forget, kid. Got to get him kind of jazzed up about this because, as I said before, this is brand new. So, did you? No, good. Okay, you didn't eat it. So I'm being pretty quick with my treats. I'm not initially expecting any. Go, kid. Not expecting any duration from him, partly because this is brand new and partly because he's putting his mouth on it, and I really want to not have him do that. Indicating right now, but he's not indicating on the piece of Kong. Excellent, buddy. I'm going to use Find It for passive searches like Kong, like birch, and then I'm going to use Search for active searches. If I ever get around to doing active searches with Doc, I'm going to use the word search. So it's not something you have to do. You can use Find It or Search or whatever you want to use for all different kinds of searches. But I like the idea that if I name, this a Find It and then an active search a search, that the dog is going to have some idea even before the search begins what it is that they're looking for. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is Doc's in his kennel. I'm going to shove a pretty large piece of Kong into the slats of this bench. Got my hemostats here. So I'm hoping that with this really big piece of Kong, there'll be a big scent picture for him. And so the little bit of, let's see here, a little bit of conditioning that I've done will make him interested in the smell. I'm hoping that he doesn't try and pull that out of there. And if he starts to indicate on that bigger piece of Kong, then I'll remove the bigger piece of Kong and use a smaller piece of Kong. First time we've done this with Kong, and so I don't know how it's going to go. We'll see. We'll be learning together. Okay, good. All right, you ready? Find it. So he indicated once on it, and I was having some technical problems with my hot dog and didn't get it to him very quickly. Just trying to get his mouth on it. He's really not sure what it is that I'm looking for him to do. Yes, go away. Nice job, kid. Indicating on lots of things. Occasionally he's indicating on the Kong. Trying to figure out what it is that Mama wants. So I'm getting some comprehension from him. Yeah, good boy. Still getting that mouth on though. You're a little off, kid. Okay, so I've just moved it to a slightly new location, and what I'm hoping happens is that he starts to that he'll be able to transfer to that new location. I'm also going to put another smaller piece in here up above where it was before, just to see if he will catch that smaller picture. So the idea with this is that it's easier when there are multiple pieces versus just one piece. All right, buddy, find it. Nose. Use your nose, bud. I went ahead and gave him a treat there. To kind of get his juices flowing. Residual there. Yes, good job, buddy. Move it up, bub. Excellent. Just found the rest of them there. Not really understanding what it is that I'm wanting him to do. Oop. Excellent, good boy. Good. Yes. Good. Got 3 options right now, and I'm going to reinforce him anytime he indicates on any of those 3. But I want for it to be obvious that he's on the Kong. He's using his nose. I can see him working the problem to figure it out. Okay.